trees. I got a few tricks up in the sleeve. One wrong move, I'ma let out the big shoes, check out the crease. Blow like I'm Bigfoot, step on the beat. Make a man's run till he step out the cleats. When the whole place scream, gotta get out the. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Man so tough, but mans keep walking. Yeah, dressed too sharp with the prize. White girls, let her tell me I'm awesome. Yeah, hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch me, please use caution. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Mans keep walking, yeah. Dressed too sharp with the prize. Let her tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch me, please use caution. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Man so tough, but mans keep walking. Dressed too sharp with the prize. White girls, let her tell me I'm awesome. Yeah, hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch me, please use caution. Cold like 0 degrees. I'm out the cage, gotta let out the beast. Revolutionary, gotta let out the streets. Locked in a cage, I'ma let out the. Wake up, get out the sheets. We came for one man, forget my peace. You take the west, I'll take on the east. I'ma put him in the cage, never let out the. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Man so tough, but mans keep walking, yeah. Dressed too sharp with the prize. White girls, let her tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch me, please use caution. Beg, please get on your knees. Came from the jungle, up in the trees. I got a few tricks up in the sleeve. One wrong move, I'ma let out the. Big shoes, check out the crease. Blow like I'm Bigfoot, step on the beat. Make a man's run till he step out the cleats. When the whole place scream, gotta get out the. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Man so tough, but mans keep walking, yeah. Dressed too sharp with the prize. White girls, let her tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch me, please use caution. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Mans keep walking, yeah. Dressed too sharp with the prize. Let her tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch me, please use caution. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Man so tough, but mans keep walking. Dressed too sharp with the prize. White girls, let her tell me I'm awesome. Yeah, hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch me, please use caution. Cold like 0 degrees. I'm out the cage, gotta let out the beast. Revolutionary, gotta let out the streets. Locked in a cage, I'ma let out the. Wake up, get out the sheets. We came for one man, forget my peace. You take the west side.
Oh, that's right.
He's still trash. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you can win as many defensive player of the years as a 7-3. Oh, dag. See, I mean,
He lucky this is football show. I can hear him. He's talking nonsense. Don't worry about it. He's talking nonsense.
Oh man, y'all too funny, bro.
Hold on, I just want to. I'm trying to find his.
I can hear Colin.
I can't see him. I can't hear him. Hold on.
I see him on the.
I see him on the stream, and I hear him.
Yeah, same.
Hold on.
I mean, now I don't see
Yo.
Clay. Now Clay disappeared.
All right, say something now.
If y'all can see me in the chat
Oh, okay, cool.
or
I can
hear
see
me
it.
in the chat.
Just
we
know,
back.
y'all.
We
We
back.
had a
We
very
back. We
heated
on.
debate about a certain legendary
Hall of Fame
polarizing
player.
center.
About a Hall of Fame player. That's what we did. Someone called the Hall of Fame player trash. I don't know who, but
Okay.
how does that make you sound smart? How does that make you sound smart?
Oh,
That man is
man.
terrible.
Anyway,
It was-
we back.
All I'm
Back
saying,
with
all
y'all
I'm
top
saying
five.
is, if your own colleagues call you trash,
Because they jealous. They jealous
and
of his
if you're
bag.
7 foot,
They
hold
jealous
on,
of his bag.
let me not go off. If you're 7'1", 258 pounds, but you just so happen to be 3 inches shorter, you probably would not still have the same career that you have.
There's
Like,
been a
what am I?
lot.
That's not me, bro.
There's been a lot of 7-footers in the NBA now. Come on. There's been how many? Thousands, not thousands, but
That
hundreds
aren't,
of
and
7-footers in the NBA.
listen,
Not
he's
all of
an
them have
amazing
won
athlete.
anything.
He's a world class athlete. How about that?
Yo,
He's
y'all
a world class
realize
athlete,
He's a Hall
but
of
he's a
Fame.
trash basketball player,
Hall
bro.
of Fame basketball player.
Let me just write a name on a bullet. We're talking about Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert is one of the most trash.
No.
in
That's
the
what I
league.
get.
Y'all gotta let it
He's
go,
a man who-
man.
Y'all
He's
got
a
it.
man
You
who
can't call
gets
him
pulled
trash.
out
If you
in the last 7 minutes of an NBA game, but he's a defensive 4-time defensive player of the year. But because he's a defensive and offensive liability, he gets pulled out in the most crucial time of any NBA game, the last 7 minutes.
so
He's on the bench.
so that makes him trash.
Olympics, he was on the bench.
Yo,
So that
y'all
makes him
realize
trash.
y'all are never gonna agree, right? Like it's not gonna
y'all
happen.
not gonna agree.
That's obviously, yeah, but I just want it known that you just call a Hall of Fame player trash. Not overrated. You could call him overrated, you could call him overpaid, but just call him trash, like that's
He's
a
trash.
little hard.
He's not a good basketball player. Can he dribble? Can he
You
dribble?
have to be decent at basketball to make the Hall of
I'm
Fame.
asking a question. I'm just
You have to
asking.
be
a question.
decent at basketball to make all NBA, not just all defense, all
a
NBA. He's
good
made
dribbler of the basketball?
that's not what he gets paid for.
Oh man.
So no.
Listen,
Is he a good
Anyway.
passer?
Center.
Is he a
We
good
got
passer?
move
We're talking
on.
about
We got
dribbling.
I'm just
move on.
He's a
asking
center. We're talking about
questions.
dribbling.
We got move
I'm just
on.
asking questions.
This
Is he a good
football
passer?
stream, gentlemen.
We got move
Where's
on.
where's Clay?
We got
We
move
lost
He's
Clay.
here.
Now we're off the rails. I don't
He's
see
He's
it.
here in the
We got-
stream, but he's
we
not
got
here.
move
I can't
We
hear
got
Clay.
move on. We're all here.
All right, cool.
All right. You got to reel us back in because you got me.
We gotta move on.
heated.
We gotta move on.
Yo,
Basketball, and he can block shots. That's
We
it.
gotta move on. So
Sorry, I listened to Kendrick all weekend, so I'm a little like
He gave the
everybody
ready.
heated from the
Everybody
Kendrick.
getting
Yeah, everybody.
It's not enough.
Someone got to do it. Fine.
But you know what wasn't heated? The Thursday night football game in the cold.
Yeah.
In the
But
cold.
let's talk about it. Steelers Browns. Browns got upset, or Browns upset the Steelers. You know, Jameis did it again. You know, had his famous post game. You know, how do y'all feel about this game? What do you think the impact of this is on the AFC North?
I think it kind of showed what everyone kind of knew about the Steelers. Same thing the past couple of years. Like they're not as good as their record. Obviously, it was a crazy game in the snow, divisional rival. So it's like it's kind of those games are always a toss up. But I still don't trust the Steelers to be there at the end with like the Ravens and the Chiefs. So, and then like you said, Jameis, I think that was my biggest takeaway. You know, I love Jameis. Just mic him up every game. And shout out Nick Chubb. He got me a couple touchdowns.
Yeah, for me, similar to what Lee said, like I haven't been a huge believer in the Steelers in general. You got to be able to score points to win in the NFL this in this era. Although offense is down, but the Steelers went like 8 consecutive or 7 consecutive quarters without scoring a touchdown. Like you can't win like that. I know their defense is elite, but Jameis with his LASIK and like actual offensive weapons around him can do something. He's a quality quarterback. Nick Chubb finally, you know, showed some life. Definitely impacted Lee's fantasy team. In general, though, like you can't win if you're scoring 19 points consistently. I think they scored that the week prior, right? Like you got to score in the 20s if you want to win in today's NFL. Like, you can't go this many quarters without scoring a touchdown.
Yeah.
So will they figure that out? I'm not sure. Like, I think they need another weapon besides Pickens to open up the field a little bit. I don't know who that'll be, but I'm wondering, do you guys think they'll start transitioning back to Justin Fields if they continue to not be able to score? Like, they were scoring some touchdowns.
Russ played well.
Russ didn't play bad, but they were scoring
Russ
some
played well.
touchdowns.
Well, we're talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers here, which is never you got to go back to Hines Ward, Santonio Holmes, Steelers. Maybe that one team that had like Martavis Bryant when he had a really, really good season and
Antonio Brown was out here.
Yeah, I mean AB. I mean, yeah, but like even those teams with AB and who was the running back? Le'Veon,
yeah.
They would put up points, but they weren't putting up 35 a game. You know, they were gonna pretty much control the clock, beat you into submission, and their defense, you're not going to get past them anyways. So they're kind of just going to hold you where they need to hold you. And if they need to make a big play, of course, Big Ben can make a big play. But Russ played well. Conditions were obviously not ideal. That was real football weather. And it was just a really gutsy performance, I think, by the Browns. PMC, you brought up Jameis after the game, but before the game, that man stood up there and said the horse is prepared for battle. But we give all glory to the Lord.
Yeah,
we thank the Lord for this opportunity to play football in some real football weather. Jameis Winston is must-see TV at all times. He's must-see TV. He's must-see social media. Jameis Winston is like, just give me more Jameis content, bro. That's all I care about. Just put the Browns in the playoffs just so I can continue to see Jameis Winston speak.
To go from Deshaun Watson to Jameis Winston is like the total 180.
Leaders.
Yeah.
Two different leaders. You got
I think they run it up. I think they give him a bag to come back, or you think they figure something else out? No,
because I think they're stuck with Deshaun. Like, I don't know how that. I don't even know if they can get out of that contract. Like, I feel like they're just stuck with it.
At some point they're just gonna go ahead and cut their ties and kind of do what Denver did with Russ. And hey, we're just
there's no
trade you off and let these other people pay you the minimum, and we'll pay the rest of it.
Didn't Deshaun get like a crazy amount of guaranteed? Yeah,
that's why his contract was crazy. Yeah. It was like the first that they ever did for that. Yeah. So there's no like out.
Yeah. And it messed up all the other contracts. Yeah.
All you gotta do is
just all the other ones afterwards.
Just let my man get his massages again, and he'll be all right.
Oh my God.
But speaking back to the actual game, I think you talked about like going back to Justin Fields. I think what they need to do is they need to start like getting red zone packages for him, because I don't know the exact numbers, but I think before the switch, like just they were, I want to say like top 10 in red zone efficiency or something. But that's since Russell Wilson's taken over, that's been the one area they've struggled is in the red zone. Because I think their run game isn't as strong as it should be. So I think if they can find a way to get Justin Fields some packages in there too, like I'm not saying use him like Taysom Hill, but give him a couple like read options or something in the red zone. I think that'll really help them, because you saw them struggle there again in this last game too. So yeah, because they're like you said, they struggle to score points, so they need to do something. And Justin Fields is too good of a weapon to just be sitting on the bench.
Yeah, man, maybe
they need to add some. They need to add some more playmakers for Russ. Russ always had at least 2 to 3 absolute like.
He wants the deep ball.
Guys that he could improvise with, and guys who were smart receivers who were able to kind of think on their feet and move with him when he's escaping the pocket and things like that. I don't know if Russ really has that. A lot of the clips that I've seen this season with these receivers and Pittsburgh is, for lack of a better term, they're lazy. They run really lazy routes. If they know they're not getting the ball, they don't try to get open. They don't even make an effort to see if Russ is going to try to break out or do something, or Justin are going to break out of something of that nature. But Tomlin did work Justin Fields in a little bit more in the last game. I think he took maybe what he had. He threw a pass. He had 3 runs. Probably played like maybe 2 other snaps, so maybe about 5-6 snaps. You know. So
dual quarterback, man. Put them both out there at the same time. Figure it out.
Yeah, I think you'll start to see more of it as the season goes on.
The thing I don't like,
but you got to stick with Russ.
I don't like about the Steelers is like it just seems offensively, it just seems like they haven't like it seems like they've never had a plan. Like from like the start of the season, like when you got both of these quarterbacks, right? Like now they're both healthy. Like, what was your plan on offense? Like, what was your plan to like use them? You know what I mean? Like, we can't. Like, I think it's kind of to your point, like lazy or just like unprepared for you to be like, yo, half the season's over, and now we're trying to figure out how to have packages for Justin Fields. You know what I mean? Like, you had to kind of have been
they had
thinking
all
about
off season,
that before. Like,
Well,
so it's like
you
it's
gotta
just
get
weird that like it's not implemented at all, or like they're trying.
you got to
figure
give a
it out.
little bit of grace because who expected Justin Fields to come in for an injured Russ, who they did not expect to be injured?
I
They didn't
get
know
that.
who they didn't know who was going to be the starter. When it ended up when Russ did outplay Justin Fields in the preseason. Justin Fields comes in, Sebastian.
No, I thought they knew Russ was going to be the starter. It's just they didn't know that Russ was going to get hurt.
But I think either
But
way,
also, they didn't know
you have
Justin
to
Fields
have-
was going to play this well in the system. So now
but either way,
we got to get him on the field some way.
You know what I mean?
Who's the
Like, it was
offensive
never
coordinator
thought.
for the Steelers? I legitimately
Dude
don't
from
know.
the Falcons, right? Like, who was the Falcons coach last year?
Raheem Morris?
Dan Quinn?
No. Falcons. The
Dennis
guy
Smith?
who's sitting, who's sitting a Bijan last year. You know what I'm
Arthur
saying?
Smith.
Yeah,
Arthur Smith,
Yeah.
there it is. Yeah,
So it's like
Smith,
I just don't like. I don't know, man. I think that to me is just like it's just weird because it's just like regardless, like you got to have something for like Justin Fields when he's on your team, you're planning something. And it's like
Playing
to say
Algeria
that, like,
over Bijan is crazy.
yeah, like it's I don't know. But they definitely got to do something to kind of pick it up. I mean, the run game has actually been good this year too, so it's like you can't put it on like Najee or like Warren, like. So I don't know. I don't know how they fix it.
Get to the red zone
Miles
and then just sub out Justin Fields.
Miles Garrett had the game had his game of the season. I know he hasn't played a lot this year, but
3
my
sacks,
God.
right?
It
wasn't just the 3 sacks. He was like,
it was
all over the game.
Every single play, he in some way, shape, or form, he made an impact. Like he was possessed.
We talked about that game being like a football game in the snow, like that. Those are the games you need like Myles Garrett to just mess up every play.
You know, I've never played in an NFL stadium, but you know what's kind of funny is a lot of times you'd rather play in the snow than you would in the cold rain. Sometimes when it snows, you know that there's kind of a threshold on how cold the weather's actually gonna get. Unless it's like a windy snow, then that's like trash. But playing in the snow is not is actually sometimes a little better than playing in freezing cold temperature. Because you're still not, But the second half of that game, man, that snow picked up. You couldn't see a thing. They couldn't see a thing, man. It was that was great football, man. Like,
yo, Boz missed a kick, man. I never thought I'd see the day.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
It's been a weird year for kickers. It's been a weird year for kickers.
Yeah. Shout out.
And you got kickers who
Pinero.
missed their last 4 kicks, getting picked up off the street, coming in and hitting game winners.
Mm-hmm.
You know, back to back weeks where teams won on the last play with blocked field goals. Like, come on, man. The script writers, man. The script writers taking it up this year, man. Come on, man. We gonna focus on the kicking game, baby.
Yeah,
that's where it's at.
Speaking on that, I can kind of move on to the next section. Like, I had Boswell as my MVP. Anybody who wasn't a quarterback, that was my
non-quarterback MVP Boswell, yo.
Yeah,
Boswell is
if they'd have won that game, maybe.
But who would y'all say? Who would y'all say is who's the MVP? That like non-quarterback MVP to this point?
The real MVP.
The non-quarterback.
I'm going Saquon.
The real MVP.
I'm a hater of him nowadays, but Saquon, man, like I feel like the Eagles' offense is so reliant on him, and AJ Brown's been out, Devontae's been inconsistent. Hurts has looked good this year. Probably the only thing I'll say positively about him this stream. But Saquon has been the engine for that offense. And like, what are they now? Like 8-3, something like that. So, and even the one game, even some of their losses were like directly Saquon. If Saquon just does one thing different, they win that game, right? So I think I'm remembering the Falcons game. So to me, I'm going Saquon. I think if I see Chase, I see Henry's names on there. If the Bengals were winning these games that Chase is like dominating in, then he probably would have a bigger case. And with Henry, I'm not mad at anybody picking Henry over Saquon, but I'm going Saquon. A kicker can't win MVP, PMC. Not if they lose that game. If he had picks and won that game, maybe.
But to your point, everything that you said about Barkley is Boswell for the Steelers.
Yeah, but they lost last game. So
but either way.
But my point is, they lost the game.
Yeah, but
Boswell can't put them in
directly because of him.
Boswell can't put them in position. Well, actually, he can't affect
Boswell is the offense.
I think the difference is I need to be coming off a situation where he made 7 consecutive field goals and won them a game in the snow versus him missing and being not the reason they lost, but he missed that kick, they lost, bro.
That's the reason. Saquon dropped that pass. That's why we lost.
He should have ran the ball.
But
they shouldn't. That was on the coaching. He dropped it, but they should have ran the ball in the first place.
I mean, but he dropped it. It was a good play.
Hey, it was good. It was a good
play,
design.
good pass. Like he dropped it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Do we got any other non-quarterback MVPs?
I think Derrick Henry is obviously an easy pick, but nobody ever really talks about defensive players who could potentially who are really making noise. So I'm gonna submit a defensive player, and I'm gonna go Denzel Ward. Denzel Ward has been absolute clamps this year. Holy hell! He right now he only has 1 interception on the year, but he leads the league in passes deflected. You got certain guys like Surtain where quarterbacks don't even throw their way for whatever reason. Quarterbacks keep throwing at Denzel Ward, and he just keeps strapping their receivers. I don't know why y'all just keep throwing at this man, but y'all do. And every time it's seatbelt. So yeah, I mean, if there's anybody who can get away with the show and the strap celebration, it's on me. It's Denzel Ward. Let him get that off.
Yeah, I don't know if you have one, but I have another one, which will be more unique, I guess.
No, I was just gonna say, it's definitely between on offense Saquon and Derrick Henry. But I think defensively is a good call out. But I think if it's going to be defense, it's probably going to be T.J. Watt. I think he's the favorite for defensive player of the year right now. He's leading the way for that defense, really locking things up. But it's never going to be a defensive player. So if I had to pick one, it's probably going to be Barkley just for impact. He's really carrying that team. I know even before he got there, that team was already considered one of the more stacked teams on offense. I mean, on paper at least. But he's really taken it to another level, and I can't imagine they would be in this position without Saquon. So.
I got the real MVP of the season, and it's actually not a player. It's the Lions offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson. That dude is the GOAT. That they score 50 points a game on everybody, bro. It don't
so
matter.
Where's Jared Goff? What Jared Goff?
Hey, man. Hey, I saw Jared Goff.
Non-quarterback.
That's 5 picks. And they still won that game.
Also, have you seen Jahmyr Gibbs recently?
It's crazy.
He looks a little faster than he already was.
You could literally put in a parlay for overs on any Lion player, and you're gonna hit. It's crazy, bro.
I saw that. Yeah.
It's insane.
I saw that. Yeah.
It's literally
Is your
insane.
parlay today only Lions players?
All Lions. That's your parlay.
It should have been.
It should be co-MVPs. It should be Gibbs and Montgomery as the co-MVPs.
What about Amon-Ra? He scored in like 7 consecutive games.
Yeah, but Gibbs and Montgomery now are tearing. That's tearing the league apart right now.
Yeah.
Sonic and Knuckles is tough. Do they actually call him that?
You should.
That's what they
call him.
Tough.
That's tough.
That's dope.
They got to get a shadow in there now.
Yeah.
That might be St. Brown.
St. Brown is
he already be wearing the all
he
black.
He be on that energy too. He be Deboing, yo.
He's kind of sad. St. Brown is kind of shadow. But I want to give an honorable mention. Definitely not going to be winning MVP, but should be in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. Zaire Franklin. Holy hell, Zaire Franklin of the Indianapolis Colts got a really big contract. I think they let who did they let a couple of really good linebackers go. Yeah, they let Leonard go. Then they let the other dude go too, right?
Yeah.
But there was another one that they had. I'm blanking on their names right now, and I really loved that Colts defense, especially when they had when they had Gilmore for that 1 year. But Zaire Franklin is leading the league in tackles right now. He's playing lights out. He's showing that he's probably going to be at least an 87, 88 rating in Madden if he's not already or higher. I don't got the new Madden, but whatever his rating is, up that bitch. Zaire going crazy. He just got married. Shout out to Zaire Franklin, man. He's doing well.
He
got married before the season. You know what I mean? He got a contract and got married before the season. You
shout out to Miss Franklin, man.
Shout out to Miss Franklin.
Get that bag.
Yeah. Damn, bro. Why you gotta get that bag?
Hold on. Him, I just want to point
out.
Lee. He's leading the league in total tackles. And EJ Speed is leading the league in solo tackles. Not only are they teammates, they have a podcast together.
Lee,
everyone's got a podcast. Everyone's got a podcast.
It can be love, Lee.
I rock with them because they on the
I didn't mean it like that. I mean, like, he just got paid, so they just got paid. You know what I mean?
They've had their podcast has been going for like 3 years now. So to see them come in young, I think EJ Speed might have been like a journeyman. Like, same thing with Zaire. They're from lesser known schools. Like, they weren't big name guys in the draft, and now they're two of the best in the league, and they're really good friends. It's a great story.
And they got Nick Cross on here too, 102 tackles.
University of Maryland, baby.
So they got a good defense.
Well, I mean, their defense be out there all game.
That's true.
They got not. I was gonna say they get so many extra plays.
Them niggas definitely they gonna be so happy when the season ends and they not going to the playoffs.
I was trying to look up like if the number of snaps played just to see how many more they're on the field.
They picked up the dude from UCLA last year. Was it Latu? Something like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, bright future for that Colts defense.
Yeah, it's all on.
They're getting a lot of reps.
I was saying,
they're getting a lot of reps, man. Nothing but experience.
It's all on Richardson. If Anthony Richardson can like be something, that team is well on the way. Jonathan Taylor plus that defense.
Random question: Do the Colts jump into the Aaron Rodgers lottery at the end of the season?
Do they want?
Or did I just jump too far? I have no idea what's on the run.
Anyone who wants anyone who wants them can have them. I don't care. Anyone who wants them can take them. Fuck them.
Can you imagine Andrew Luck was still playing?
That's not even on the rundown. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers said he don't want to come back to the Jets.
We don't want him. We don't want him either. Get him out of here.
I'll go egg his house. He lived like 5 minutes away from me.
Y'all can have Daniel Jones, bro, if you want him.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
man, you got that balling ass.
It's a bad time for New York football.
Who would you rather have right now?
Who would you rather have right now, Lee?
Daniel Jones.
I mean,
Bryce
Aaron
Underwood.
Rodgers.
I mean, not Bryce.
Yeah, Bryce Underwood.
What's his name? Bryce Young.
Bryce Young.
Who the fuck is Bryce Underwood?
That sounds like an actor.
Bryce Underwood. He's a football player.
That's a Tyler Perry character, bro.
Sounds like a Madden.
That's Youngin who just decommitted from LSU to Michigan.
Oh, the number one guy.
Oh, this is a real.
Come on, PMC, you supposed to know this.
He's the number one guy too, right?
You got the Michigan M on your chest right now. You supposed to know this.
This is a real person.
Yeah,
Bryce Underwood. Yes,
I'm pretty sure he's like the number
one recruit,
number one player. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to watch out for him, bro. I never heard of him until.
He just took the bag. Like, I think it was 11.
Shout out to Prime, man. Well, I mean, he's staying home too.
Yeah, 11 mil. Shout out to him, man.
From Belleville. Oh,
but
I actually had a chance to see him play, but I decided to stay at my hotel. But I stayed at a hotel literally right down the street from their high school, and I was like, oh, looks like there's a game going. Let me check it out. Wait a minute, this team has the number 1 player in the country.
That's crazy.
I was like, I might want to go, but instead I decided to just go to one of the fantastic Michigan dispensaries and enjoy all that Michigan has to offer. Michigan is really one of those states that really does,
Michigan
that
got
side
wrecked.
of life. Really, are you kidding me? They're one of the leaders, man.
Are they?
If you ask me, they're doing things better than they're doing in Colorado and Michigan. If you ask me personally,
Okay.
Well,
outside of California, I don't think you can get better deals and better stuff.
All I know is over here in Jersey, it's far from the best. So too much.
That is a fact.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway.
kids, stay
Yeah, anyway,
off
anyway.
the weed.
Hey man, we not monetized yet. Y'all can say whatever y'all want.
Stick it on college football. Let's hop to our last topic. We got Travis Hunter. He said he's going to the league, and he said he's playing wide receiver and DB.
I hope so.
Y'all think he could do both?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, new
Yeah.
Shohei, bruh.
Yeah.
I love it.
If he was just a DB, he would still be like a top 15 pick, just as a DB. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And obviously,
he's
as a
still
wide
going
receiver,
top
we see
10.
what he's doing. But
Listen,
I think at his size, that's what kind of terrifies me about him playing both ways. He's 185.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people talk about his durability in terms of like his stamina, but if you watch Colorado play, when Travis takes big hits, he comes out of the game.
Yeah.
I need to see Travis Hunter take an NFL hit before I say, okay, Travis is going to play two ways in the NFL. I think at some point he will, but he's going to have to add some size. He's going to have to add some muscle to his frame. I think he can. Obviously, when you add muscle, that weighs you down, so it's going to affect his stamina. But I personally don't see any world where Travis Hunter doesn't work himself into the shape where he can carry that. They said that about Derrick Henry, that Derrick Henry wasn't going to be able to run 40 times a game at his size, taking NFL size hits, and and you're like 32 now.
Derrick Henry is an anomaly just because he's been 1,000 carries a year since like middle school. But I think Travis
he runs straight up. Like Derrick Henry doesn't lower his shoulders, and that was the big thing about him, was he takes so much punishment because he doesn't try
to avoid it at all. Yeah, I think you mentioned it with Travis Hunter, like his size. I don't think he'll ever be like a full-time two-way player. I don't think anyone will. Anyone can. It's like not like Shohei in baseball. Football is just way too physical to be a full-time player on both sides. But I could see him getting like a package of like 5 offensive plays a game. Like mentioned, like red zone kind of with Justin Fields. You can kind of put him in like a Debo kind of package, just get him the ball and let him give him space. But he's way too talented to just keep on one side of the ball. I don't know.
Would y'all put him at like kick returner then? Just to have a little more dynamic option?
No.
There?
No,
I put him at punt returner, but
punt returner.
Kickoff, no. Punt, yes. I would have Travis return punts any day.
Yeah, I think
if Colorado didn't have so many weapons now, I'd have him doing it right now. Yeah. He has returned punts in the past. He did at Jackson State, and I think he has at Colorado too.
Because I think I think he's he grades out as a better corner than wide receiver.
Yeah, he's a better corner. Yeah,
right. So like, if your fear is that he's gonna get hurt getting hit, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe you just ease him in with the return role. Devin Hester was a corner and a returner.
I don't know if you can say that he's a better corner or receiver. I don't know the answer to that question anymore.
It's hard to tell.
Have you I've watched every Colorado game this season. Yeah.
I've just seen the highlights, and he looks like him every time I see him.
Always open, and even when he's not. There was a time where Shador threw him open, and the DB made a fantastic play. They came back to the huddle. The DB actually was holding him. Travis says, "Dude's ripping my jersey off." Shador looked at him and said, "I don't give a fuck. Catch that shit." And Shador literally the very next play threw the exact same pass, and DB did the same thing all over Travis. Should have been a penalty if it wasn't thrown, and Travis caught it. And I literally just sat here. It was just like, okay, what the fuck just happened?
Like, hey man, I hope he can do it.
That just happened.
And I hope he's elite at both Push the boundary, man. Change the game.
Yeah, I think he could. I think it depends on the coach. Like, it depends on the coach how you use him. Because, like, to your point, like, is he your if he plays both? Is he your number one on both sides? You know what I mean? Like, is
It
he?
depends on the team.
But
Depends on where he
I
goes.
think that's where it like turns into a thing. Because like if he gets hurt, right, you lose your number one wide receiver and your number one corner. Like that changes the whole game. You know
Well,
what I
that's
mean?
what
Like,
Colorado's been dealing with. Colorado's been dealing with that half the
yeah,
season
And
with
he
games where
missed.
he hasn't.
Yeah, he missed
Yeah, he
games
missed
this year
time too, yeah.
and last
Yeah.
year. If I
He
remember
missed
correctly.
one full game, and he missed like he played in the first half of like two. There were like 2 games where he played in the first half and then sat out the whole second half.
yeah. That's why I'm like, as a bad team, I don't know if there's any bad teams that are set up to kind of like ease him in there because you're gonna need him on the field. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't think there's a world where it's like they can, unless they're extremely like patient with it.
I mean, he's
It's
gonna be
very
a
tough.
top 10 pick, bro. Probably
Yeah,
Oh,
but
top
I get
5.
it.
He's
So
going
I
to
think
be
he's I think he's primarily going to
number
be a DB.
one overall pick.
You think so?
Depends.
Who else?
I don't know.
Who else? Who
Odds are
else
it's
is
gonna
going
be
to be the
quarterback,
number one
bro.
overall pick? Who?
Odds are
who?
it's gonna be a quarterback. Like they draft
Who?
quarterbacks before anything, man. That's just how the league is. Somebody will
Yeah,
trade up for the
It's
quarterback.
going to be
they want.
Shador. It's going to be
Say
Shador.
say the
It's
Jaguars
Shador
have
is
the number one pick.
Shador's going to be the number one pick. I mean, Shador's going to be the number one quarterback.
But what I'm saying is, say the Jaguars decide
If it's
to
the
punt on the
Jaguars,
quarterback,
who we are all expecting to have the number one
they'll
draft pick this
trade
year.
back before they take Travis Hunter at 1. You get what I'm saying?
I don't
They'll
know.
trade back.
I just Googled. I just looked up a random mock draft, and CBS has Travis Hunter as number 1. Oof,
He's the number one draft pick. You can't. There's.
That's just
I
not
don't.
how
I
the
don't
NFL works,
understand.
bro.
I don't understand.
Being
I
the
don't-
best player
Sebastian,
and getting the number one pick are not the same thing.
Sebastian,
Not in the
stop.
NFL.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
I'm tripping.
You're talking about the best. You are talking about. This is going to be a callback to Lee right here. You're talking about a generational talent, a person with technical skill above all others in his class and possibly of all time. Who on top of that is you can pair. Oh, I'm sorry. Who on top of that you pair that up with him being a world-class athlete. You add those two together.
Colin,
I don't give
literally
a who is in the draft.
5 minutes ago, you
I'm
were just
taking
telling
him.
me
This is LeBron James.
Colin, 5 minutes ago, you were telling me you're not confident right now with his current body makeup that he can play both positions. But I'm going to draft him over the quarterbacks. I'm saying this is the NFL. The quarterbacks get taken 1, bro. It's just how it works.
That's not how it works.
It is
the
100%
best player gets,
how it works.
If there's a better player than the best quarterback in the draft, they're gonna pick him first.
No,
especially
but
if it's a team that already has.
Let me jump in real quick.
Who they just
let me jump in real quick. I think what he's saying though, position wise, can you name me a number 1 overall cornerback and then wide receiver? Like what Keyshawn went number 1, right? Was that the last time a wide receiver went number 1? I can't remember if a cornerback ever went number 1. So it's just positional value. Those positions don't really go number 1. Unless you think Travis Hunter is that dude.
Exactly.
On both sides of the ball.
He's got to play both. If you take
we've never seen anybody. We've never seen anybody like this.
But even if you,
this is LeBron.
But here's my thing, Colin. If you're the Jaguars and you're sticking with Trevor Lawrence and you have the number 1 pick, and the Browns or the Panthers or the Giants all are at 2 or 3 or whatever, you can trade back 1 or 2 spots, still get him and get a haul. He's not going 1 to me. It's not happening. Yeah, it's just not how it works.
The situation is just not there.
And I think Cam Ward and Shador are too good of prospects themselves to jot them down the list. Like someone's going to trade up for.
I'm going to be real. I don't have Cam Ward as being a top.
Colin, it doesn't even need to be any of those guys.
I'm just going to be real. And I love Cam Ward. I think Cam Ward can spin it, and he's a dog.
Some other quarterback will grade out based off of just metrics and measurements and stuff and they'll be bumped up to a top 5 pick. Now you got 5 quarterbacks.
You guys are aware of who the start of you guys are aware of the starting lineup for the Jacksonville Jaguars defense, correct?
They got Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker.
Josh Hines Allen.
The Jaguars are more likely to trade
Eric Armstead, Trayvon Walker, and Oluokun.
Oluokun, yeah.
Are pretty much holding down that line. Wait, hold on a second. Devin Lloyd and Ventrell Miller, along with Oluokun, linebackers.
Their front seven.
front seven.
The
Great front seven.
quarterback
And now we get
thirst is too
now
strong,
we get to
bro.
the secondary at the safety position. Andre Cisco, I'm a huge fan of him. Antonio Johnson, don't know too much about him. Then we got my DMV brother Ron Darby and Tyson Campbell.
Colin, we can make a bet if you want. Like we can bet. You want to bet like $100? What
let's
you
do
want to do?
Yeah, we can do that.
$100 that Travis Hunter will not be the number 1 overall pick in the 2025 NFL draft. $100.
Chat, y'all see it now. So when I don't get my money,
I'll pay you. I will
April?
100% pay you this money, bro.
If I don't get my money in April,
Listen,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
I'm hiring your own brother in a lawsuit against you.
This is
I don't
legally
care.
binding. This
Legally
agreement,
binding.
right?
I don't
It's
care
legally
if they call
binding.
it, if they call it bias or
I should
whatever.
have went with more money, honestly. I should have made it 1,000.
You already got great odds. It's one player versus the field. So
I should have made it 1,000. But all right. I'm glad you had confidence.
I'm sorry, guys.
This
Travis
said-
Hunter is way too talented of a prospect. He's way too unique. He's just way too much of a generational gift that I just can't see somebody not taking him number 1.
Yeah, but
I don't see this being possible.
We've heard that about other players before, and they do not go number 1.
Did those other players show it like this?
Colin, I'm
Have
gonna
we
hit
ever?
Charles up.
We've never seen
Like
Colin, I'm gonna hit
Marvin
Charles
we've
up.
never.
He gonna hit
We
you up.
never-
Harrison,
No.
Aiden Hutchinson didn't go 1, and he was a generational pass rusher.
Colin, Charles gonna hit you up with a Zelle.
Generational pass rusher. A generational wide receiver. This is a two-way player who, by the way, can also play quarterback.
Yeah, but he's not gonna play quarterback in the NFL.
I'm just saying. Did you see the triple pass or the triple screen pass or it was a double reverse screen pass that they did? A double reverse flea flicker screen pass that they did. If on the double reverse, Shador pitched it first, then they did a double reverse. Travis had it. I don't know if you saw the secondary. As soon as Travis got it behind the line, the secondary flew back because they know Travis can launch that shit if he wants to.
I get
but
it.
Instead, he pitched it back to Shador. Shador threw it to Wester. Wester ran for like 20-something yards.
Yeah, he's one of those players that opens up and expands your playbook just by being on the field. And he's a shutdown corner. I get it. But I don't know. Those two positions alone rarely go number 1. So
if it was top 5, I would 1,000% agree with you. We talking about top 1.
If there were some absolute dog ass players who are top 5 certified right now,
Shador,
I would understand. But I don't see Shador going before Travis. I don't see it happening. And then there's nobody else that I see.
Yo, can I get an extra?
There's nobody else that I see
that
going
goes ahead of him. No.
But here's my thing. How deep is this quarterback class? I think this quarterback class is kind of similar to that Trubisky.
No,
Daniel Jones.
Sanders alone makes this draft class better than that one.
I don't even believe in these quarterbacks. My point is the NFL. Some GM is going to talk himself into
outside of Shador do you guys believe in?
Well, I like him.
What quarterbacks outside of Shador do you believe to go be
Cam Ward?
Who knows?
You already said you don't like Cam Ward.
Hold on.
I think Cam Ward.
Travis Hunter can 1,000,000,000,000% be the best player in this draft.
Yeah.
Whether he goes 1 or 2 or 3, that's not what that means, bro. It's just not. Yeah. That's not how the NFL is. One of these teams, the Raiders, the Giants, the Browns, whoever, I got it. They're going to either trade up or draft over.
I understand your point. My point is that is certain players that rule does not apply to. If you are and on top of that, your box office, he's box office. You're guaranteed to sell out games home and away. You're guaranteed to sell jerseys. You're guaranteed to sell merch. You're guaranteed to get for him to be on commercials. You're guaranteed endorsements. Travis is he's a great kid. On top of all of this, he's the full package here. You don't have to give him training. He's already ready to go. He's a pro.
No, I 100%. I hear everything you're saying, but if you're a bad team and you're picking 1 overall, you're probably looking for like a corner piece to build your team around. Yeah. No one's building a team around a cornerback or a wide receiver. That's the only thing. They're gonna still pick the left tackle. They're still gonna pick the quarterback before. No matter, I get he's both
They
positions. I
already
get it.
have a left tackle and a quarterback.
But it also depends what team gets the first pick too. The Jags aren't locked in right now.
Kyle, say the Giants get the.
What pick did the Jags? What pick did the Jags pick Jalen Ramsey with?
I want to say
five.
I want to say 5 or 6 or something like that. That's what I'm
So
saying.
we
like,
know that the Jags. So we know that the Jags are willing to use a top 5 pick.
That was a totally different. That was not the same GM as it is now. So
who was their quarterback back then with Jalen Ramsey?
Probably Blake Bortles. That's when they still had.
I'll say this: the only team that.
Am I crazy? Like, do y'all see my point here? Like,
the only
am I at least making a little bit of sense?
Take him one would be the Jags. Like
I get y'all point. Am I making just a little bit of sense? That's all I'm saying.
No, I get it. If the Jags get the 1 pick, that's your best chance that this happens.
Yeah. He's gonna be the best player in the draft.
But again, whoever's at 2
has to be that Cowboys.
But whoever's at 2 would just trade up, bro. I promise you.
Yeah.
If I can get it, like they're just gonna trade up to get the quarterback they want.
I got a new draft question because
I don't think you need to in this draft. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think too many NFL teams are going to be super heavy on any quarterbacks outside of Shador, Cam Ward, and Nussmeier.
Can I bring up
Nussmeier, I don't think is that great of a quarterback either. I don't think he's a good quarterback at all, really, if I'm really being honest. But guys like Mel Kiper have to keep a white quarterback in the conversation some way, somehow. So I'm still not off. I'm really still not off of his Will Levis shit. That will once that whole Will Levis thing happened, I was already losing respect for Mel Kiper. But once he really went off about Will Levis being a generational talent, I was like, you know what, bro, fuck this shit. Like, I'm done.
Can I bring out one name since we're talking about draft and he hasn't come up yet, and I'm curious to see what you guys think. The running back from Boise State, Ashton Genty. Do you think
20.
he's gonna go top 20? I was gonna say top 5. Do you think he goes top 5?
Nah, he's a running back.
Yeah, he's a running back.
Yeah, but we've seen what did Bijan go? Bijan
went 7?
7. So
it might have been earlier than that. Honestly.
Right? So
he's small too.
What are Cowboys probably about to pick?
Yeah, where the Cowboys pick?
Where the Cowboys pick?
The Cowboys, pick him.
If the Cowboys don't pick Genty, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like if he's there with the Cowboys and the Cowboys pass on him, I'll be very surprised. But Cowboys are gonna be top 10. They got to be top 10.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think he goes top 20 though. Yeah.
That's another one, like running backs.
Keep your eyes open for Abdul Carter, man. For some reason, he's
the edge rusher
projected to go he's projected to go somewhere in like the 15, somewhere in the teens. I have him top
Arizona. What's his
McMillan?
name?
Oh no,
McMillan.
It's Mike Evans reincarnated, man.
Yeah, he's
Satori or
huge,
Tiatorio, whatever. McMillan. Yeah, he's a dog. He's a dog.
Yeah.
He did like how every receiver does the Odell one hand. He different. He did the one hand and then caught it, put it between his legs.
Hey, man, let me know when Ryan Williams is coming out, bro.
They might as well. He's 17. He's 17. They might as well league him now, bro.
That's your favorite.
You saw the touchdown they called back last night?
Yeah.
They say he stepped. I don't care if he stepped out of bounds. Shorty got loose. He's like, I'm out of here. What, bro? I'm going, bro. That out and up went crazy. Pause.
All right. Well, we're ready for a sit or start.
Some of us sitting pretty.
Some of us sitting pretty.
Some of us hanging on for dear life. This is a dire start.
Yeah, I think what me and Lee
lives are on the line.
We both came up last week. I think.
I think I'm like borderline playoff spot. I don't know.
I think I was 10th last week, and this week I'm like 4th. That's how close it is. But all right, first one is Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert. They are playing Baltimore.
On Monday.
On Monday in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I'm starting them.
Starting them.
Baltimore. Is Baltimore still the worst pass defense in the league? I know they've.
I thought it was the Bengals.
I know Ravens have been up there.
Mm.
Their stats are a little skewed. Jamar Chase killed them, but
I'm starting Justin Herbert in general. I think Ladd is
he's
questionable,
Yeah,
so I'm a little worried about that, I guess. But in general, it's that big brother, little brother game. I don't know. I like the Chargers in this matchup, low key. I know I'm a Ravens guy, but odds are you don't have better that's playing on Sunday than Justin Herbert. So I'm going Herbert.
Herbert's playing lights out this season.
So,
I don't see a situation. I don't care what.
He's got one pick. That's crazy.
You seen him?
You have him. Who?
so,
you cut out.
He put him up here, so obviously it's a decision in his mind. So.
No, I'm gonna start him, but I'm gonna also say this. Just follow up what I said before. Who do y'all got winning?
My parlay coming up later.
Because
I'm praying that it's Baltimore.
I'm just saying. This is what I was saying before. Where Ravens, I don't know if they make the playoffs.
Yeah, you're bugging with that one still.
Hey man, back-to-back losses could be tough. They opened up
back-to-back losses. They lose to the Chargers, who are one of those teams that would take that spot.
But it's still 7 teams, bro. It's still 7 teams.
I'm just saying.
The Ravens do have a crazy schedule too. I ain't gonna lie.
If they do make it, they're gonna be 7.
Well, so you think the Steelers are going to win the division still?
Well, they have a win over the Ravens already, so the Ravens have to win their next game against them.
And
they
I'm
just have to.
And I'm saying if they don't, I'm just counting just losses too. Like even if they don't, it's like say they lose today and they lose to the Steelers, it's like Chargers and Broncos may slip in. Yeah, because you're gonna.
How you feel about that, Colin?
I think right now it's no secret that the AFC West can put 3 teams into the playoffs. Yeah. But I'm not going to bet against Lamar Jackson. That's just it. At the end of the day, I'm not going to bet against Lamar Jackson. He's a proven winner, and at least in the regular season,
he'll get them to the playoffs, bro. Whether they can succeed in the playoffs is another story.
I think the playoffs this year is going to be lit regardless.
Yeah. Especially in the AFC.
I think the playoffs is going to be serious this year.
There's no runaway.
NFC too. Yeah. Do not get it twisted. I'd say those top 5. Throw the Cardinals in there too.
Listen,
Cardinals are sneaky.
It's the Cardinals out. The Cardinals.
It's the Lions.
The Cardinals
conference to lose. The Lions are very clearly the best team in the NFC right now. To me,
the Cardinals put up 41 on the Rams.
Not everybody.
They put up 28 on the Bills, even though they lost.
We talking,
bro? The Lions lost. The Lions lost. Aiden Hutchinson.
They just put up 31 on the
teams
Jets.
Out by 30 every week, bro.
I got that. However,
what
I am trying to say, guys, I'm not saying that I think the Cardinals are going to make noise. I just said they are a sneaky team.
I like.
But we talking top of the top right now. We
underestimate them. But the Cardinals have a great offense. James Conner has been playing well. The little man that they got running back there with the big helmet. He's chopping niggas up right now. Marvin Harrison Jr. does not get enough targets, but when they do target him,
I think on that
Kyler be putting it on a rope, and if you put it in
running as much. Like he's been like he hasn't had to run as much for them to get the offense going too.
I hope Jared Goff,
James Conner been running through niggas like
Sonic and Knuckles all hear this slander, bro. I hope they hear this.
I mean, they're not being
nobody's slandering them. I'm just trying to say that the Cardinals aren't as bad as people think they are.
Man. They got to go into Detroit in that dome and beat that team, bro.
Listen, bro. James Conner is averaging 4.4 yards a carry. He's got five touchdowns on the season. You know, $150, 159 carries, 697 yards. He's playing well. He's on pace. He's clearly on pace for a 1,000-yard season.
The problem is, I personally can't name more than 4 players on that defense. I don't know who's on that
Me
defense.
neither.
So,
But
that's the
I don't.
problem. But
I don't really care about that. I'm just saying
Yeah, Connor's balling.
I can see them upsetting a couple of teams if you don't come to play.
I think they're gonna win that division for sure.
I still got the Rams coming out of there.
No,
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a race to
We
the
haven't
end.
we haven't seen the real Rams.
That Niners loss.
Yeah.
It's bad, bro. They need that. And now
Yeah,
Purdy's hurt, I
Niners-
think.
Now Purdy's hurt. Yeah. Whew. Well, if they get Daniel Jones,
Hey man, what
Purdy's
yo?
been trash,
Just
man.
slander, bro. Gino, man, come on. I ain't talking about the cheesesteaks. Gino, man. Stop playing with y'all playing on Gino's top right now. I don't like that, man.
Hey,
I'm-
Y'all disrespecting Gino right now. Stop it. Cut it out.
All right.
Oh, no,
Yeah, I
they
like the
probably
Seahawks
got
more than the
They
Cardinals.
already
I like
got
the
2
Seahawks
division
more than the Cardinals.
losses. I don't see them coming in, see them taking it up. But
I'm crazy for still believing in the Niners. I'm crazy for that.
insane.
Insane.
It's
Okay.
just something's
yeah.
off. Something's
Some,
off.
wanna put-
it's,
you wanna put
yeah,
more
it's
bread on
not,
Kyle's trying to make his money back because he know he lost.
No, I'm trying to make money, make more money.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. Second,
Not enough. One
stick
bet.
with
What's
the
the record?
Chargers real
Not
quick.
enough.
Quentin Johnson. Since we hired Herbert, y'all hired Quentin Johnson.
I'm gonna need him to be.
the problem is it all depends on McConkey, and they're playing on Monday night. So I gotta bench him unless you have both of them for some reason. But I don't think unless you have another option on Monday night that you could swap him out for, I gotta bench him because I don't know if he's gonna be if he's playing. Yeah. But I think he scored a touchdown like 3 straight or something like that, right?
Yeah, 3 straight
Yeah.
touchdowns.
So that was my thing, Lee. I would start him regardless because he's been on a streak, and it looks like McConkey's not going to play. Like he might not play. So then it's like, okay,
fair.
I'm getting more targets. I'm already hot. It's a division game and everything, but is Kyle Hamilton back? Like, is he playing?
He might not play.
I-
Actually,
I'll-
no. I think no. Is
I'll
he
say
back?
This. His stats on the season are ugly. 22
They are.
catches, 354
It's-
yards,
he's-
I'm
yeah.
six
not.
touchdowns.
I'm not
Yeah.
starting him.
It's
Number one,
crazy.
because if McConkey's out, then that probably means Quentin Johnson is getting matched up with the rookie Wiggins, and
Yeah.
Wiggins can cover and he can run, and that's what Quentin Johnson does best is run. He's a deep threat. Like
But even if McConkey's out, McConkey's normally their slot guy, right? So I don't know who would
Exactly.
swap,
Which
who would
means-
swap in, but
He's very like
I
touchdown
wouldn't.
dependent.
I wouldn't think that they're gonna put Quentin Johnson.
no.
and,
But they're not gonna put. They're not gonna put.
Kyle
Josh
Hamilton.
Palmer
Kyle
on
Hamilton
this
is back, by the way.
But yeah, but going back to the touchdown thing, like I do not like players like this.
Gonna be a
who,
lot of
like,
tight end play.
Like
It's gonna
it's
be-
two touchdown. It's 2 touchdown dependent. You can't rely on that. So like he got a touchdown 3 straight weeks. He's due to regress like this week. Like there's no way.
So y'all stacking tight ends.
You got
instead of
Marlowe,
playing
yeah,
Quentin
Marlowe
Johnson
on
today?
one side and Wiggins on the other. I don't
Tight.
see Quentin Johnson getting
All right, I ain't mad at
going
that.
crazy.
I know who you got.
It's like
Even
it's
though
like when you
Marlowe has been kind of trash this year. I'm not gonna lie. He all he want to do is podcast.
I was gonna say it's like when you're playing roulette and it's like 4 reds in a row. You're like, ooh, is he gonna get another one? It's like I don't know.
It's gonna be black, bro.
Red 17, Red
Malik
19.
Neighbors.
Huh?
Do we believe in DeVito to feed Malik Neighbors?
Oh my god.
Tommy Cutlets, baby.
Ah.
Let's
Against
go,
the
Tommy
Buccaneers.
Cutlets, baby.
I'll say this: they're probably going to be down, so they're going
Yeah.
to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Neighbors is a possession receiver. If you're in a PPR, it's probably going to get most of the targets. I think you got to start Neighbors just in general.
You know,
Yeah.
you
Just
don't,
kinda have
you don't feel you don't feel like because last time DeVito played, he was running a lot.
He was.
So I don't.
I'm gonna
he'll
be
definitely
honest, though.
down. I'm
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. The way the Giants' offensive line be playing, I don't know if DeVito finishes the game.
Woo.
I'm be real with you, bro. I'm be real.
Dang.
Jones gone. DeVito be running. I see Drew Lock in here at some point, bro.
There you go,
Yeah.
target player safety.
I have no idea. I have no idea what this Giants offense is gonna look like.
I'm
with
gonna
Tommy
tell you
DeVito.
what.
I
I'm
really
not.
have no
I'm not
idea.
trying to see. I'm not trying to see DeVito versus Rush on Thanksgiving.
Nobody is. Nobody
is.
is.
No, Cowboys are signing Daniel Jones.
No, they're not.
No, yo, it's gonna be it's gonna be Tommy Cutler.
I would
versus,
flex. I
Drew
would
Lance.
flex the Giants Cowboys game out. I'm not even playing.
Yeah.
I would 100%
Yeah,
flex it out.
they might have to. They might
When are the
have to.
When are
The
the
Cowboys
Giants?
Nobody's
always
trying to
play on
watch that.
Thanksgiving, but like
Or
we
if
did this
anything,
year,
or if
bro.
anything, have it as like that early game, which normally like the
Like 12
Lions
o'clock?
normally it's normally like
Yeah.
the Lions and like the Packers or something like that.
Yeah.
They start playing at like 12.
flexing it out, bro.
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah.
I'm making an
put that
executive
shit
decision.
put that shit when
It's
niggas is
flex.
just waking up. Like
It really because it's either that or it's gonna be like you said, Trey Lance and Drew Lock.
Oh my god.
I would take the Trey Lance Drew Lock.
That's
game.
a
At least we'd be
bad
interested
game.
in it.
Would
I'd be
we?
interested in it.
What are we?
Actually, I don't know,
interested in?
yo.
I'm not interested in that.
But now that but wait. When we think about this, there's no great quarterback play on either side, and there's no great defensive play on either side. This might be one of the best worst games we've ever seen. Like
It's
niggas
like
might
nobody-
really have a
nobody
chance to
wants
shine
win
here.
it, though.
I feel like
No one
Neighbors
wants
is gonna
to win.
get.
But
Neighbors
there
will show out.
gonna be certain
Thing.
people that want a contract next year.
Neighbors will show out.
Yeah.
That'll be
Neighbors
what
gonna get 20 targets. Neighbors is gonna get 20 targets.
Man,
Let's see.
get
We
back,
need
man.
one
Get back
to
to the
delay,
thing,
man.
man.
Yeah.
Start, man.
One
Start.
delay.
Listen. Start Malik Neighbors against the Bucks. I think today is going to be an emotional game for the Giants. They're playing at MetLife. I think that I'm serious. I think the crowd has been asking for Tommy Cutlets. So I think there's going to be a real
I'm a
energy.
part of this
energy.
crowd.
Can we be
energy
real?
at
Tommy DeVito is
MetLife.
not a good quarterback.
He's not a
Can we be
good
real?
quarterback.
He's not a good
He's
quarterback.
not.
Okay.
Has
We
he
might
won- has he
sell
won a-
more Italian
has he won a
tickets
game?
this week. But
Has he won a game?
I'm pretty sure he has a higher win percentage than Tim Tebow, if that means anything.
Has
but-
he thrown more touchdown passes in MetLife in the last year than Daniel
Daniel
Jones?
Jones?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That's where the bar is. That's where the bar is now.
That's
That's where.
I'm not saying once again, I'm not saying he's a good player. I'm just saying he's an
Sometimes you
NFL
need
quarterback.
that. Yeah, you
He
need
has
that
thrown
energy.
touchdowns, and it's an emotional energy game.
But-
It's
You need that
cold.
energy.
You got
feel like-
Baker up here. You know what I'm saying? Baker don't like cold. Baker
I'm
from the
about
south.
to I'm about to put in a Tommy DeVito anytime touchdown parlay.
I-
Sure.
Go ahead, man. Get it done.
I
man.
feel more confident.
How'd your
playing
parlay
Tracy
do last
than-
week? I know when Joku didn't do shit.
Yeah, I hate you for that. Bro. I hate you.
But who?
He-
Somebody
he-
scored right off the rip
conversion.
though.
Everything else hit for
Pickens
the
scored
most
right
part.
off the rip.
Yeah, Pickens scored
Yeah.
almost
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah,
Oh,
Pickens scored off the
man.
rip.
There was a couple good ones, bro. There was a couple good ones. I don't remember, bro.
I think next, and then we got some stuff in the chat. But I think Jonathan Brooks, does he finally see the field?
Oh, is he
this
playing?
week?
Is he playing this week?
We don't know.
I missed that.
Did you put this in for Merlin specifically?
I put this in for Merlin, man. I put this in for Merlin.
I've been waiting all year for this guy to play.
Jonathan Brooks.
Not just you, Lee.
not just you, man. Not just you. A lot of people.
Who's still holding? Is anyone still holding Jonathan Brooks?
Oh, you said for Merlin. I thought you
This
said he was
is
for Maryland. I was
hilarious,
like, wait,
bro.
what?
Oh my god. I hope Merlin here watching.
Yeah, but are we starting him? Are we starting him? If he
No.
plays. If he plays.
No.
No. Hell,
No.
hell, he playing the Chiefs?
He won,
Crazy.
let alone the fact that
Hey,
You
yo,
see petty as hell.
bro, we play.
I'm-
No, Evan, I'm a Chiefs fan. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm a Chiefs fan. We play in 40 minutes. I had no idea we're playing the Panthers.
Yo,
It's about to be
hell
an easy
no,
day.
bro.
I'm about to just turn on my PlayStation.
Chiefs are coming off a loss.
If I'm the Panthers, I'm not even starting him this week, bro.
So,
This is
Yeah,
this
I
is
mean,
when you start this team.
Hubbard's been killing it. Hubbard's been
Yes,
killing it all
yes,
year. So
yes.
they're
So
not going to
do-
suddenly.
Chuba Hubbard is a good.
Do you think
Chuba
he has
Hubbard is a
any
dog.
like
He
value
was a
for
dog
like
in
this
college.
season? Like, let's say not this week, but I mean the rest of the
Yeah,
season.
he does. He's still worth holding because toward the end of the last couple of weeks, is usually when like the younger guys start playing, like to see what they have. So I'm sure the Panthers are curious to see what they have in him. So
I'm curious
But better-
to know
he
what's
better
his
show
roster
improve.
percentage right now. How many teams
59%.
have 59?
59.
Well, but you
That's
gotta
much
figure.
higher
That's high,
than
that's
that.
high.
But you have to figure it's
he
like
was-
it's all
no,
leagues,
he-
though. 'Cause
he's a
it could
dog.
be keeper,
He was a-
it could be dynasty.
However-
you know what I mean? Like
because he was a preseason sleeper. So
Yeah.
there were probably teams that drafted and then never.
He's been
played
sitting
again,
in people's
you know what I mean? So
IR. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
He better not. He better not come out here and start laying eggs. Because boy, when I tell you this running back draft class is about to be loaded, if he don't show improve a little bit, he will end up buried at the bottom of that depth chart. Because there are some dogs coming through next year. I'm trying to tell you. I think it had the NBA and the NFL draft last year were both kind of like NBA draft last year was terrible, but NFL draft was had some good talent. But this year, for whatever reason, in both leagues, people were like, "Why would Ronnie James come out? Have y'all seen what the 2025 draft is about to look like? This is his only chance. He got to go now. He not going next year. He not going He's not going in 2026 either. They got some youngin right now. Overtime, they're calling him the next LeBron. He just dropped 40.
Edgecombe or whatever? Is that what you're talking about?
No, this is a high schooler.
Someone else? Oh, a high schooler.
There's a high schooler. I don't know where he from, what his name. I can't. His last name is like a Biviv, something. I don't know. Something Middle Eastern.
Jewish. Is he French? Is he French? French is taking over.
No, he a nigga. He's definitely a nigga.
Okay.
That little nigga.
He's not Rudy Gobert. Not Rudy Gobert.
No, not in the, but I'll tell you this. He's 6'8".
Oh,
he's like
my
16.
God, yo.
Are you talking about Julian Newman?
He's 6'8". He's a lefty. I'll find y'all keep talking. I'm gonna find his name.
Yeah,
I'm looking up.
He plays in the overtime elite league right now.
2026. Oh, AJ DeBonsta.
Oh yeah, that dude is nice.
No,
and they got the Boozers.
Not
the
him.
Boozers
Not
are in that
the
draft
monster.
too. Not the monster.
No, it's not the monster. But yeah, the Boozers.
The Boozers are in there
Boozer
too.
Twins.
Mm.
There's one who's better than the other.
Bryson Tiller. That's his name. Bryson Tiller.
Ain't no way this man's name is Bryson Tiller.
Bryson Tiller. That's hilarious.
That's his name. That's what I said. It said overtime elite. But
well, we got some questions in the chat. First one, I guess, should we start or should I keep Niners defense special team?
Who they play?
By the way, the kid's name is Sean Abayev. That's his name, Sean Abayev. Okay. They're calling him the next LeBron.
So are we keeping? Are we starting? I don't know. Are you starting 49ers defense?
He's saying keep. Like, should he cut the defense entirely?
I mean, it depends what you have, I guess.
Cortland Sutton over Ladd, yeah, because Ladd probably not playing, nigga.
Yeah, the Monday thing is tough. You got to bench him.
Monday thing makes it tough
because you don't know.
Yeah, like you can't.
I'm benching Ladd this week for Pittman, and I'm gonna cry about it because I don't want to do that.
The Niners defense. I mean,
Sutton.
I would keep him
against the Raiders.
I mean, if you're Sebastian, you're gonna keep him because Sebastian has them pulling out.
I think
pulling out their division.
Sutton's been on fire. I don't know why you don't go with Sutton.
Yeah,
Bo Nick's been on
like 10
hey,
targets a game.
Y'all been real. Y'all been real quiet since I said Bo Nix is quietly.
He did.
I'm starting. I'm starting in the league. In the league, Clay is showing right now. I'm pretty sure I'm starting Bo Nix.
Probably.
So, yeah, I'm on Bo. I swapped over to Bo Nix.
Yeah, definitely start Sutton over Ladd. As far as the Niners, it really depends on what your options
the Packers.
I'm gonna be honest. It's hard to gauge what your defenses are looking like out here.
Yeah,
I need to see the rest of the Niners schedule before I say keep them. Or they got Packers, Bills, Bears, Rams, Dolphins. Hell nah.
Yeah, nah.
I'll say they're middle of the pack.
Niggas out of here. They got some of the best. That's one of the most prolific offenses in football history.
I'm good on that, bro.
Nah.
I mean,
go ahead and pack it up.
They got Bosa,
year, man.
Yeah,
they do.
They're not.
But offensively, their defense, they're about to be like the Colts, bro. Their defense about to be out there close to 40 minutes.
They just re-signed the corner too.
Who, Ward?
No.
Because you know,
was it Lenore?
Those guys that are number 2 at Kansas City just tend to go somewhere else and become the most elite cornerbacks and on
did you start Knicks last week?
Yes, okay. I did.
Good for you, bro.
I mean, my other option was Sam Darnold, so those are my 2 quarterbacks.
It's MVP candidate Darnold, bro.
Chill out.
MVP candidate Sam Darnold, man.
Not anymore.
He was.
Are they?
I still say he's better than Mahomes in fantasy, but
Look them up right now.
Definitely
Who's better?
Definitely this year.
Is he still have more points? He still have more points?
Probably.
Mahomes hasn't gone off, so
I feel like Darnold hasn't had a
Now
a good
everybody
game
is
in, like, 3
starting to
weeks.
see what the fuck I was talking about last season with Mahomes.
what?
Patrick Mahomes had one of the most frustrating first 10 games I've ever seen last season,
This
and
year
it's
or
carried
last
over
year?
into this season again. But this year, this year I can understand it because we're down so many pieces and just trying to piece things together. Clyde Edwards-Helaire still has not played. He's been out with PTSD for the last because he got robbed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know you guys' life. I've been robbed at gunpoint before. Yes, it is a traumatic thing, but I've never been able to not play a sport because of it.
A sport that you get paid millions.
I mean, if you're getting
I'm
paid
not
millions
Clyde.
regardless.
I mean, everyone's different. Who knows what happened? But
See, Sebastian brings up a good point.
what
You
he say?
getting paid millions to sit too.
Yeah, paid millions.
Am I getting paid
I'm
millions
getting paid
regardless?
millions regardless.
That's the Ben Simmons logic. That's the Ben Simmons logic.
There's more Ben Simmons out here than you think, bro.
They're all
Anybody that thinks this is mental health slander, F you, because I got a mental disability, so I can slander these niggas. What you talk about? I'm in the category. I'm in the statistics. I say what I want.
We gotta cover all demographics. We good.
Speaking of my mental disability, PMC, off topic, ADHD moment. I'm currently using a microphone that we recorded the Juice album on, and I just want to let you know that we let the 10-year anniversary of the Juice album go by, and nobody said a thing.
Dang. 10 years?
We ain't throw no party.
Damn, I was supposed to be on that.
10 years ago, since hey, bro, your brother has some of the hardest hooks ever in the world.
Tommy
man.
Hilfiger is still on my Apple Music, bro. Don't get it twisted.
Come on, man. I'm a bigger nigga than your nigga. Pause. Tommy Hilfiger.
Oh,
Great
man.
bar.
All right, Sebastian, you don't even know about the remix, man. We never gave him the Perry Ellis. You got to understand that Perry Ellis is woo. It's on my phone somewhere.
Yeah, let me hop on the remix.
Need to get that sample cleared now.
I was about to say
that Perry Ellis.
And the vocals.
You gotta get that whole song
And the
cleared
vocals.
now.
The sample and we stole beats, nigga.
Oh man,
Sebastian, you ready for the parlay?
Yeah, let me know when. Oh, damn. Oh, good. All right. Yeah. Hi, everybody. You know the vibes. 8 legs for $8. Try to win you guys some money with the same leg, same game parlay. I was able to get a booster, so it was a little more than normal. But starting off at plus 226, the Eagles and Rams. I got Cooper Kupp getting 6+ receptions, and AJ Brown finally finding the end zone. I know it's been a couple weeks. Next game, I have the Buccaneers versus the Giants. I have Bucks money line. I feel like that's an easy bet. And then Mike Evans with an anytime touchdown. He's his first game back. I think he does find the end zone. The Giants defense just middle of the pack or bad every week. We got next up, I have James Conner getting 50+ rushing yards against the Seahawks. And then in that same game, Jackson Smith and Jigba getting 40+ receiving yards. Kind of low on the lower end there, minus 110, but I do see those things happening. And then Vikings versus Bears, plus 136. I have Aaron Jones with an anytime touchdown. And then finally, I do have the Chargers money line over the Ravens in that Monday night game. As y'all know, I like to play it a little safe. You know, put your biggest risk, I say, at the end of the parlay for the Monday night game, so that if you get to that point, you can either cash out or just sweat it. So that's $8 to win $893.32. So plus 11,066. So tail it if you will, but I think that's cashing. I think we cashing this week, man.
I think that's
cashing this week, bro.
That's a good one. I can see those hitting.
I like it. I like it.
Really interesting. Really interesting running back out of Arizona that you picked there, huh?
Hey, man. He gives me yards. I got him in one of my leagues.
That is
one of my leagues.
I'll say this:
I did fumble. I didn't put any Lions on my parlay.
Yeah, you were just hyping that up. You were hyping that up so much.
I might. You know what? I might swap out Mike Evans for the Lions because for some reason I feel like Mike Evans might get strapped. But also, we might end up hearing Joe Buck say touchdown, Mike Evans.
My only fear is that it'll be Cade Otton. He's on my bench. That's my only
Joe
fear.
Buck love calling
somebody scoring on us.
You got Cade Otton on your bench?
I got Travis Kelce. I might swap him though.
I would. Oh, that's close. Yeah, I don't know.
I could go 2 tight ends. Honestly, I gotta think about it.
Kelce or Otton?
Oh.
Might have to flex. He might have to flex.
So in my flex in that league, I think I have Tracy. So maybe I should just go Otton over Tracy.
Yeah,
Giants gonna run that ball, bro.
You gotta play Tracy.
Giants are gonna run that ball, bro.
They're gonna run.
But the Buccaneers know that. So, with that being said, Tommy Cutlets DeVito is gonna be airing that ball all over the Meadowlands.
The Meadowlands.
So what do y'all think? Because there's a couple lines of thought here. Giants are gonna run, right? Obviously, they're gonna need to.
I'm not
but
starting a tight end over a starting running back.
I've done it several times.
But Cade Otton's been killing it.
But Evans is back. That's the other
Evans
thing.
is back.
Yeah, but Godwin is still out. So Otton's biggest beneficiary was Godwin being out, not Evans, because Evans is still going to be down the field. Godwin was the slot guy over the middle. With him gone, they started doing it more with Otton and a tight end over the middle. So Otton's opportunities are still going to be there. Evans is still going to be the outside guy. So I still like Otton. I feel like the past 4 weeks, hasn't Otton been like a top 3, top 5 tight end?
He had a down week 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then he had the bye. But before that, 18, 30, 22. But apparently the Giants have the number 1 ranked tight end defense. I didn't know that.
Probably because
there's just so many other options for you to.
Yeah. Everyone is.
Everybody else went off. We forgot about the tight end, my nigga.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of on the mix here. I don't know.
That is a
Tracy or Otton, bro. I'm really trying to decide.
Ooh.
Colin, what you think, man? Tracy or Otton?
I said bench Tracy. That was me. But you guys said that the Giants are going to be running it a lot. I think everybody knows the Giants are going to run it a lot, and I think they're going to force Tommy DeVito to win the game. And if they end up down early,
I think
they're going to have to throw the ball.
I think it depends what you need from your flex. If you need a solid floor, I'd go with Tracy because he's going to get the guaranteed touches. If you need someone to go off for you, I think Otton's more likely to get a touchdown.
Bijan and Higgins are all on buys, and I have Ladd. Ladd would have been my flex, but I don't know if he's playing. So I'm just kind of stuck. I don't know, man.
Well, look, I guess a different question is would you start Otton or Kelce right now?
Kelsey's playing the Panthers, who have apparently the 31st worst ranked tight end defense.
But
we just had 2 really, really bad weeks. I would start Travis Kelce. I pray to God. We couldn't have a better time to play the Panthers.
Yeah, but
we are pissed.
It might be one of the things. It might be one of the games where Kelce doesn't play the second half.
Yeah.
I mean, is that
you know what I mean?
I'm not giving any confidence in my decisions right now.
But I was asking more so. I'm just is Otton really truly your flex this week?
Are you saying start both of them?
Oh, starting at tight end.
No, I'm saying
starting at tight end.
Who's your starting tight end? Is it Otton or Kelce? Truthfully,
right now it's Kelce. Tracy. Right now it's Kelce. I have confidence that Kelce will.
Because I'm like, would you start Tracy over Kelce?
That's what that's where you were going.
No. No.
So I don't know, but it's like you're saying no, but there's Otton is potentially over Kelce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I didn't have him over Kelce. That's what I'm saying. I have Otton on the bench.
It's still a debate,
and it's a decision because whether I do the flex. Kelce's my starting tight end, bro. This is what it is. I spent a second round pick on this man.
You're missing what I'm saying. I'm saying because you're questioning it, it's just you're answering your own question.
The real question is a 3-way question, not a 2-way question. That's what I'm saying, right? It's between the 3 of them, not just the 2 of them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I just took a look at the Giants defense. Because
Would it?
I haven't watched the Giants play a single game this season. I don't think I've watched a single snap of a Giants game outside of
Giants
like
defense,
what's it called?
we just be
NFL
losing.
Red Zone.
Yeah.
But their defense is kind of stacked.
Yeah.
We just be losing, bro.
Robbie
You can't score.
Okereke is the other linebacker I was trying to find early. I was trying to remember earlier this year we were talking about Indianapolis having really good defenses, and the two current linebackers getting those other two out of there. But yeah, this defense is actually kind of crazy.
But the heart and soul of our team is gone in Daniel Jones. So I don't know how we're gonna play. It's not even a joke, Loki. It's not.
It's
all right, man. Real question. Where is Daniel Jones? Where is Danny Dimes' next job? Where is it?
They said they've gotten interest from a few teams.
Pizza Hut.
I was waiting for. Thank you, my man.
If Carson
I hope
Wentz,
he goes to the Eagles, man.
Somebody had to.
Who's y'all
shit,
backup
bro.
quarterback? I hope he goes to the Eagles, bro.
if Carson Wentz can get a
Sebastian,
backup
that's not the
QB
point,
job,
bro. That was a layup. It's something that I just lobbed it. Somebody had to dunk it.
He not,
Somebody had to do it. Somebody had to do it.
I could see maybe Dolphins.
I can see that nigga going. I can see him working at a museum. He look like he'd be a really good tour guide.
Listen, we can make another bet. Daniel Jones will find another.
I don't think he makes
quarterback job. In the
he
NFL.
will because he'll sign for the minimum because
He'll
he's
be
getting
a
all the
backup.
money from the Giants already.
He'll be a backup, and he could win a job.
No. Oh, a third string job? Yes.
Where does he go? Titans.
You realize why the Giants cut him, correct?
I put him on.
They've been. I think they've been trying to trade him. I think the Giants have been attempting to trade Daniel Jones for the last like 3 years, but nobody wants Daniel Jones in any type of way.
As a Giants fan, I just want to know how it feels to not pay Saquon, pay Daniel Jones, and then cut Daniel Jones. Like what?
While also losing Saquon.
I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They didn't pay Saquon and they paid Daniel Jones, and then they just cut Daniel Jones.
If you want the objective answer or like my actual feelings about
I already know what the answer is, but I want to hear it.
Listen, Saquon and the Giants, as cool as it was, it never actually made sense. We should have drafted a lineman. The number 2 overall pick on a running back was always a risk. Didn't work out. We thought we had a franchise quarterback. Clearly we didn't. And in his case, the Eagles made more sense. They had a better line. They're more built to win right now.
You coping right now. You coping.
No, it's all just true. Everything I said was true. Whether it hurts or not, it's all true. I just wish he didn't go to the Eagles. That's it.
I'm not going to expound on my point, but y'all should have drafted a black quarterback.
Who?
And I think the history of what happened, the Giants should have drafted a black quarterback when they had the opportunity. I'm not going to expound on that.
Which quarterback?
I'm not going to expound on it.
That we were in
Sebastian, you are trying to walk me into a media spot I don't want to go to, but I'm just going to say this. When they had the opportunity to draft a black quarterback, they picked Daniel Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I think history and and the events that have happened with all of those quarterbacks and with this current organization would be different.
Listen,
if they had have drafted a black quarterback instead of Daniel Jones. And that's all I'm gonna say.
I'm pro-black, right?
Don't argue with me. Think about that
every day.
It's hard.
Just let it go.
I will
think about it later.
sign off on the logic that the Giants are some racist organization because they don't have a black quarterback. They had a black general manager and president of football operations for like 10 years who didn't draft any of these quarterbacks, bro. Chill out.
What does that mean?
It's hard to say.
It's racist. That makes the point even worse.
No.
So y'all had a nigga in.
You have
so wait. So
wait, hold on. You can't just say they have to take a black quarterback. You have to name who that black quarterback was.
Yeah, bro. That's
in that draft.
Specifically, am not naming the quarterback for a reason.
I know why. I know.
Bro, stop it.
So if you understand why, then don't ask me that. I said the first thing I said is I'm not expounding on that.
But you can't bring it up. But you brought this up.
I'm not trolling.
Y'all brought this topic up.
Y'all are taking it somewhere different. This was supposed to be one of those like, oh shit, just like leave that where it is, and then think about it. Then leave food for thought later. That went a little deeper Y'all are going way too far into the racial part versus
I need proof,
history.
Colin.
You can't drop bread. You were dropping breadcrumbs though.
As
Come on,
soon
let's
as
be-
we listen, as soon as this stream ends, I'll get as real as y'all want me to.
It's hard.
But I'm not saying it on the stream.
No, I know who you're talking about. It's just hard to say because we don't know how things would have worked out with that quarterback, you know. But it's hard to say.
When we
Hindsight's
get off
20/20.
of this stream, I will
Hindsight's
have a real
20/21.
conversation with y'all. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Whatever.
Well, so I'll say this, Sebastian. If Giants don't pick a black quarterback this draft, then
There's two.
what?
And it's suspect.
Who said the Chiefs' perfect backup for Daniel Jones? Who said that?
They got Carson.
We got
Wentz.
Carson Wentz.
Carson
We
Wentz.
good.
I want
Carson Wentz done won us a game already.
give me Jameis Winston and draft one of these black quarterbacks and just run it. There we go.
Nah,
That's way too many black people in the joint.
Get it all the way black.
that's too much. Jameis Winston
That's way
is
too
the
much.
total opposite.
We need that. We need that right now. We need Jameis right now. That's what we need.
That's fair. That's fair.
Jameis doesn't work. Yeah, but Jameis only works if you're like somewhat decent. If you're like 0-5,
We aight.
if you're like 0-6 and Jameis is out here still giving speeches like that, I don't know if it hits as much.
Hey
but-
man, give me Jameis. And,
Could you
and
imagine?
Malik. Jameis and Malik.
Could you imagine Jameis in the middle of the American Dream Mall?
That's
Just
must
talking
see
about how
TV,
glorious of a
bro.
mall it is.
Yes. y'all not seeing the vision. I'll go to a
American
game.
Dream.
I haven't been to a Giants
Imagine
game in
Jameis
like
at the
4
American
years.
Dream Mall Aquarium
Yeah,
just talking
yeah.
about how incredible it is.
Him skiing down the thing in the mall. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Ski Joe.
I love it. Give me Jameis. And then draft one of the black
Jameis, they're gonna have
quarterbacks.
Jameis in there
And
riding
let
on the little.
Jameis teach him. I know I said Stafford before. Let Jameis groom the young
So
Negro.
If you're the Giants, if you're the Giants and say you mess up your tank and you end up with like the 5th pick, are you trying to trade up to get Shador?
No, Sebastian, say what you're going to do. Say what you're going to do. Because we had this discussion. Say what you're going to do.
What?
If we got the 5th pick, give me Travis Hunter, bro, and Jameis Winston.
He's going one.
Ah.
Travis Hunter's going one.
It's
So.
not going one.
You
You're not
wasn't
going
it was it
five.
the Giant wasn't it the Giants who told Dion like, hey, we're gonna draft you, and he was like, yo, we're picking y'all. They're like we're like 4th or 5th. I
He
ain't
said,
gonna
I ain't going to be there.
Yeah, he ain't gonna do that.
and then the
About
conversation.
to hit us with
What the
the
fuck are you
same-
talking about?
Yeah.
We're gonna
You're
get
about
Travis
to
Hunter
hit
at
us with the
5.
same shit.
Holy shit!
Or you going to draft? You going to trade for Stafford? That's what's happening.
I still want Stafford, but if it's not possible, it's not possible.
No, the Giants are not in a position. They're not a QB away. They're not a QB away. They're like a whole team.
Stafford
We got
isn't
the
a QB
number
in
one
fantasy
tight
anymore
end
either.
defense in fantasy football. Lee. You ain't see that from a segment ago?
Nah, I
We
missed-
close.
I missed-
Did
many-
you
how
hear
many-
that a segment ago, Lee?
How many sacks does Brian Burns have? How many sacks does Brian Burns have?
Yo, but Dex got like 10. So what's
That is-
up?
okay,
Brian
that's fair.
Brian Burns is still
Dex,
Brian Burns.
Burns,
Let's not do that.
Thibodeau back this
Like,
week, man.
let's not do that. He's still Brian Burns.
Banks, if he good.
Yeah, but Brian Burns
alright.
isn't. All right,
Drew
I'm not-
Phillips,
we're talking
we
way-
all right. We
we're
all
talking
right
about
on
this is-
defense, bro.
the Giants do not deserve this long of a topic. We need.
Y'all poke the bear.
I need to
man.
put in a
Y'all came
parlay.
at me.
They don't. All right, we got 15 minutes of game time, so we're gonna close it out here. As always, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see y'all.